Good morning, everybody. Thanks for finding the Hobby Ranching YouTube channel. We're going to get out and do some work today, hopefully. Maybe wash and wax a tractor and something else. And then got to do chores here this morning, get the calves fed, finish steers and the backgrounded calves fed. And we may end up working on some fence later. But it's rained the last couple days. Had a decent amount of rain. It's back to being muddy again, but got 3 days of good weather here. I think it's pretty windy outside already and going to be windy today, but which may or may not determine whether or not I wash a tractor. But anyways, let's get to it. Yeah, it's blowing out here pretty good. I imagine the audio will be terrible. So one of the things I'd like to try and do today, if possible, is do our spring equipment shuffle. Every fall we put all the summer hay tools and the stuff we won't be using for 6 months in the back of the shed, and have everything else that we will be using in the front of the shed or in that shed over there. But it's warming up, the grass is growing, and we'll be baling hay before you know it. So we need to get a bunch of stuff moved around, swapped around, so that when the time comes it's easy to get to. Plus there's a few things that need some maintenance done to it before haying season starts. But first, let's feed some calves. Shoot, it's almost borderline chilly out here. The wind's really blowing, and it's blowing out of the north. So we're gonna get our grower ration out of the feed bin here and get these 30 calves fed first. So we're out in one of our paddocks here at the main farm. I've got around 35 cows in this pasture. There's probably 18 to 20 calves with them too. There's some fall calvers in here, some heifers that'll calve this fall in here. But this pasture is broken up into paddocks. So it's broken up into 8 separate paddocks, separate pastures with electric fence. I also have 17 acres here that's split in half that I'm grazing calves on right now, but I will graze cows on it too. But we did this a number of years ago, probably 8 or 9 years ago. I went through and mapped out the paddocks and how to split it up and put up electric fence, and it's all split up, and I rotate the cows on it, and they stay on it in the springtime when the grass is really growing fast. I'll keep them on it anywhere from 5 to 6 days. In the summertime, they'll only be on it for 3 to 4 days at a time and rotate around. So in the springtime, with 8 paddocks, and if they're on it an average of 5 days per paddock, each paddock will get 40 days of rest. So I'm trying to graze stuff hard here, and then let it rest so that there'll be growth and stuff to eat here come summer. But they're coming. I called them and told them that time for more pasture, time for new pasture. So we're going to move them to a new paddock over here on top of the hill. This will get 30 to 40 days to rest, and they've got it grazed down pretty good. They've mowed it off pretty good, but there's only, I don't know, 4 to 5 acres, well actually 5 to 6 acres in this paddock, and I've had 35 cows on it for 5 days, and they've ate it down good, but it's not ate down clear to the ground. Even in the shortest areas, there's 3 inches of growth. There's still 6-7 inches of growth. You don't want it to just eat it down completely to the ground. You got to leave something there to catch the sunlight and regrow. So, and they've ate it off fairly evenly, which is good, and that'll help suppress seed heads, because seed heads are starting to on this fescue are starting to pop up now, and they've even ate some of those down, so that'll actually help suppress the seed heads out here. But this will grow back and be pretty good grazing here beginning of June. So here they come. I gotta get them moved. So I got them on the new paddock. This is kind of a smaller paddock. This one's maybe only 3 or 4 acres. It's probably bigger than that. But this one has been grazed already this year, and it's had probably 3 weeks to recover. So there's not tons of growth out here, but there's enough. I think I should get probably 4 days worth of grazing out of it before I have to move them over here. So that's it for chores this morning. I do still have some cows and calves over there that didn't come. They hid in the trees, so I'm gonna have to go run them up. But time to get to something different. All right, let's start the equipment shuffle. All right, we'll get the old 45-55 out. So every time I get in this tractor, I'm so used to having the foot throttles on the newer tractors that I always try to use a foot throttle, and there's not one in it. Didn't have those in 1992. Now for the 5000 Ford. So this rig is what I used this winter to put out creep feed. I'd grind feed and then put it in the gravity wagon here and go out there and fill the creep feeders. Of course it was a muddy mess, you know, all winter long, so everything's got muddy. I'm gonna get the pressure washer real quick and clean this thing off before it gets put. Alright, well, we're in the 5100E and we're getting stuff pulled out. I got the hay rake out already. Now I'm gonna try and hook up to this brush hog and pull it out. grab this drag harrow. I don't like letting it sit out, so we'll get it put up. Alright, we got the flatbed out with the Ranger. Now we gotta get this drag harrow put inside. So a while ago, it's been several videos ago and quite a while back actually, I had mentioned that we got a new piece of equipment here on the farm, and by now you've probably already seen it, to be honest, because I haven't done the greatest job of keeping it out of view while moving this other stuff. But while it's out here in the sunlight, it's kind of dusty from sitting in the shed for several months, but I'll go ahead and reveal it to you. That's right, we got a new baler. Got a brand new hay baler. It's a Vermeer 605N. It's got the wide pickup. It's brand new. It's actually a 2019 model. It was a leftover from last year. We bought it back in December, the very end of last year. We sold our John Deere 566 baler. How Farms Work has the exact same baler that we used to have, the old 566. It was a good baler, that 566 was. It had about 15,000 bales on it when we got rid of it. It was I want to say a 2001 model or something like that. So I mean, it was 18 or 19 years old. Really, comparatively to the amount of bales big guys that bale a lot of hay put on bales, 15,000 bales isn't a lot, and it had been rebuilt a couple times, honestly. So it wasn't terrible, but it was getting worn out. It seemed like every year we spent $1,000, $2,000 on it, doing repairs, and you know, it would have breakdowns, reliability issues, and we found ourselves in a situation at the end of last year where we were able to pull this off. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I didn't think we'd ever have a brand new baler. I was hoping to get a newer used baler one of these days, but never a brand new one. This has never seen hay. And you might be wondering, like, why'd you go Vermeer? Why didn't you get another John Deere baler? Like, you know, you had John Deere. Well, it was a really hard decision, and honestly, we looked at both. We considered both, pros and cons of both, and it was very close. They were very within $1,000 in price of each other. Very comparable. Both good balers. The John Deere baler is an awesome baler. Vermeer makes a very good one. Really, what it came down to for us was service. The John Deere dealership is around 40 to 45 minutes away. They also aren't the most responsive when it comes to needing help and service in the field when you break down. It usually takes them a couple days, which you don't have when you're baling hay. Vermeer, the dealer for this, is literally like 20 minutes away 20-minute drive. They shut down their service department in the summer and only do service calls. That's all they do, and then the service work they do in the fall, winter, and spring. So they're available every day of the week during the summer. They're very responsive. They're very knowledgeable of their balers. Do a little shout out to Eubanks Equipment down in Welch, Oklahoma. So that was really the main reason. They both had their strengths and weaknesses. There's a lot of people around us that run Vermeer. There's quite a few people that run John Deere too. So we're going to give this thing a try. We'll see how it does. I'm really excited. This will do edge net wrap and over the edge net wrap. It makes 5x6 bales, which is what we typically run. So how about I can real quick go over some of the options that we got on this thing. We got the big 21.5/16 floater tires. That was an option. This is a really heavy baler. It's almost twice as heavy as our old 566 John Deere. It's like not quite 9,000 pounds. It's heavy. So for sure, and it's heavier than the new John Deeres, like the 560Ms. It's heavier than those balers. So the big flotation tires was a must. Let's see what else we got. We didn't get a lot of options, and a lot of the stuff it comes with. I do apologize for the audio because it's windy. We got the LED light kit. There's LED lights on both doors and in the net wrap, under the net wrap door, so it's very bright. Lights this up real nice at night. We did get the grease bank option. Well, I think that's about it. You know, this thing's got very heavy chain and sprockets. I really like their tooth design, the rubber mounted teeth over the Deere. There were things I liked about this baler over the Deere, and there were things I liked about the Deere over this baler. And later on, I'll do once we've run this summer, like late summer or something, I'll do a full review of it and let you know my thoughts. But just real quick here, you know, the Deere has the mechanical bale kicker, which I think I actually like better. It's more compact than the Vermeer bale kicker, and it's mechanical, which I kind of like over the hydraulic, just from a maintenance and I don't know, we never had problems with ours. I mean, this one will probably be fine. The main thing I don't like about this one is the fact that it sticks out like this, and it's kind of a hindrance getting to your net wrap. I don't like that. Not a big deal, but just one of those things. Oh, I don't know what else. The Deere has done a lot better job routing their wiring and their hydraulics, I think. I think it's a lot neater and cleaner on the John Deere than it is on this one. Granted, it is very serviceable and open. Oh, another thing that I added, it wasn't an option, but I added a backup camera to it. Yeah, I don't remember. I think that's about all the options. I mean, there's more that we could have gotten. Like there's the clutch for the pickup, to where every time you stop to wrap a bale of hay, the pickup stops. It goes right here. We didn't get that option. But yeah, that's about all I think I'm going to say on this. Like I said, we'll do a full review later, and you'll get some footage of it this summer running in the field. But I'm going to get it all cleaned and waxed, and I'm going to even do some waxing on the inside. And we're going to do a better job of keeping this baler clean. Once a year it's going to get washed and get all the oil and crap cleaned off of it so it doesn't just build up over years like our old baler did. And but yeah, this thing, we only bale 500 to 600 bales a year. We don't bale a lot, not compared to lots of guys that bale thousands of bales a year. So honestly, this baler and these balers, I've seen people have over 20,000 bales on these balers. So this baler is quite literally going to last me till I'm an old man. So, and we do take care of our stuff. It's always kept inside. We always keep it maintained. So this baler will likely last me 20-30 years. So that's about it on the Vermeer 605N baler. I'm pretty excited to use it. I need to finish getting some of this equipment moved around. Gosh, got attacked by a wasp there. All right, let's keep. All right, 2 more things. We got this tedder and we got our hay mower. I need to get pulled out. And then we can start getting some stuff put back in where we want it. So I gotta figure out which tractor I want to hook that up to get it out. Well, I almost forgot to film an outro. So we got all the equipment moved around and got this tractor washed. Got the 5100 all cleaned up. It's looking a lot better. But we got everything moved around. Calves have been fed. My daughter's playing in the dirt. Hey, stop that, please. And we got everything moved around. And where we can easily get to it. And tomorrow we're going to wash this rig, get it cleaned up. The hay rake's good to go. Had to replace 1 hydraulic hose, air up the tires. Hay mower is all ready to go, except the driveline needs greased. I need to do that here in just a minute. But blades are sharpened, changed the bar oil, the gear oil, sharpened blades, changed blades. Got the brush hog moved, and the little side delivery rake moved, and the Ford and everything's been put up. So we're almost ready. Just a few loose ends and we'll be ready to start making hay. So, yep. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Come back again when we get some more footage. We'll probably start, that'll probably be baling hay, probably. So that's coming up soon. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button.